Our beloved country Nigeria is called the giant of Africa for many reasons, one of which is the enormous wealth within its borders, from natural resources to human intellect. From mega business tycoons to visionary investors, Nigeria boasts of many individuals who gain substantial wealth through hard work and dedication. In this video, I will be showing you 10 of the richest Nigerians, their net worth, business ventures, philanthropy, and impact on the country. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss this. If this is your first time on the channel, like this video, subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on our next upload. Let's go. Danjuma Theophilus is a Nigerian politician and retired lieutenant general. He was born on December 9, 1938 in Taraba State. He is worth $1 billion. Danjuma amassed his fortune through shipping and petroleum. He is the founder of oil exploration company South Atlantic Petroleum, which owns upstream assets in Nigeria, the Republic of Benin, the Central African Republic and Madagascar. Now Comment is his shipping company and one of Nigeria's biggest. He is also the chairman of the T.Y. Danjuma Foundation, which has been responsible for over $41.5 million awarded in grants to over 10 million Nigerians. His foundation just built a massive medical center in Enugu State, which he inaugurated. It is going to help low-income families who cannot afford to pay for expensive private hospitals. Jimoh Ibrahim is a Nigerian lawyer, politician, businessman and philanthropist who is the senator representing Ondo South Senatorial District since 2023. He was born on 24th February 1967. He has a net worth of $1 billion. He is the chairman and chief executive officer of Global Fleet Group, a diversified conglomerate based in Nigeria, with business interests and subsidiaries in neighboring West African countries. Global Fleet Group has interests in Air Nigeria, Nikon Insurance, Nikon Luxury Hotels, a chain of petrol stations, Energy Bank in Ghana, and so much more. Pascal Gabriel Dozier is a Nigerian entrepreneur and businessman. Dozier was born on 9th April 1939 in the Egbu village of Owerri, Imo State. He is valued just over $1.1 billion. He is the founder of Diamond Bank and the chairman of Pan Atlantic University. He started his career in the United Kingdom but moved back to Nigeria at the request of his mother and was appointed by the then governor of Central Bank, Clement Isong, to conduct some studies on the cooperative and commerce banks. He was the CEO of Diamond Bank from 1991 to 2006 when he handed over to his son Uzoma Dozier. At one time, he was the chairman of MTN, where he still currently owns shares. Folorunsho Alakija is a businesswoman and philanthropist. She is the group managing director of the Rose of Sharon Group and the executive vice chairman of Fanfa Oil Limited. Alakija was born on July 15, 1951. Her father had 8 wives and 52 children, and she was the first. She is worth just over $1.2 billion. Alakija worked in the banking sector for 12 years and was one time the executive secretary to the managing director of what is now FCMB. Alakija then studied fashion design at the American College in London and then the Central School of Fashion before starting a fashion line known as Supreme Stitches, which was later renamed the Rose of Sharon House of Fashion in 1996. Alakija's company, Fanfa Limited, was granted an oil block, which is a major source of her net worth, as she kept 60%. Alakija established the Rose of Sharon Foundation that helps widows and orphans through scholarships and business grants. Igor Sanomi is a Nigerian billionaire businessman, geologist, public speaker, and philanthropist with business interests in oil, power, logistics, telecommunications, the maritime industry, aviation, and real estate. He was born on 17th May 1975 and is valued at $1.2 billion. Sanomi founded Televeres Group, a Nigerian energy trading company, in 2004, which owns substantial stakes in 2 oil blocks and has stakes in a power distribution firm in Nigeria. Sanomi and his siblings founded the Dickens Sanomi Foundation, DSF, in 2011 to commemorate the life of their father, and he is the foundation's chairman. The foundation has been actively helping flood victims with food and relief materials. The foundation also sponsors the winners of its essay competition with scholarships and other items needed for study. Jim Ovia is a businessman and author. He is best known as the founder of Zenith Bank which is now the country's most profitable bank and one of the largest commercial banks in Africa. He has investments in telecommunications and real estate. He was born on 4th of November 1951 in Delta State. He is worth over $1.2 billion. Ovia is the founder of Visa Phone Communications Limited and the chairman of both the Nigerian Software Development Initiative and the National Information Technology Advisory Council. He is the founder of the Jim Ovia Foundation. To date, over 1,500 students have been provided with university scholarships. The Jim Ovia Foundation also established the James Hope College at Agbo, his place of birth. Femi Otedola was born on 4th of November 1962. He is a Nigerian businessman and philanthropist. Otedola is worth a whopping $1.9 billion and is the 1,726th richest man in the world. He is the former chairman of Forte Oil PLC and the current executive chairman of Geregu Power PLC. Otedola is also the founder of Zenon Petroleum and Gas Limited and the owner of a number of other businesses across shipping, real estate, and finance. In 1994, Otedola established Center Force Limited, specializing in finance, investments, and trading. Otedola is also the owner of Swift Insurance. He is the CEO and president of Sea Force Shipping Company Limited and was at one point Nigeria's largest ship owner after extending control over the distribution of diesel products. As at October 2021, he was announced as the single largest shareholder with 5.07% of First Bank PLC. Otedola has made several donations to the Michael Otedola University Scholarship Scheme, which was established in 1985 to give underprivileged students in Lagos State access to higher education. Over 1,000 students have benefited from this. Abdulsamad Rabiu was born 4th August 1960. He is a businessman and philanthropist, just like his father, who was one of Nigeria's foremost industrialists in the 1970s and 1980s. Abdulsamad is the founder and chairman of the BUA Group, a Nigerian conglomerate concentrating on manufacturing, infrastructure, and agriculture, and producing revenue in excess of $2.5 billion yearly. His estimated wealth is at $3.2 billion, putting him as the 716th richest person in the world. Abdulsamad Rabiu established BUA International Limited in 1988 for the sole purpose of commodity trading. The company imported rice, edible oil, flour, iron, and steel. In 2009, the company went on to acquire a controlling stake in a publicly listed cement company in northern Nigeria and began to construct a $900 million cement plant in Edo State, completing it in early 2015. Abdulsamad Rabiu uses the BUA Foundation for its philanthropic activities. These include the construction of a 7,000 square meter pediatric ward at the Aminu Kano Teaching Hospital and the construction of the Center for Islamic Studies at Bayero University, Kano, amongst several others. Mike Adenuga was born on 29th April 1953. He is the second richest in Nigeria, 5th richest in Africa, and 307th richest person in the world, with a massive $7.1 billion. Adenuga made his first million in 1979 at age 26, selling lace and distributing soft drinks. His mobile phone network, Globalcom, is the second largest operator in Nigeria, with more than 60 million subscribers. In 1990, he received a drilling license, and in 1991, his company struck oil in the shallow waters of southwestern Ondo State, making him the first indigenous oil company to do so in commercial quantity and operates 6 oil blocks to this day. Adenuga also owns 74% of Corn Oil and just under 6% of Nigerian Bank Sterling Financial Holdings. Aliko Dangote was born on 10th of April 1957 and is a Nigerian businessman and industrialist. He is best known as the founder, chairman, and CEO of the Dangote Group, the largest industrial conglomerate in West Africa. He is the richest black man alive with a net worth of $15.9 billion and the 107th richest person in the world. He built the largest refinery in Africa and the third largest in the world, producing 800,000 metric tons of sugar annually. He also has major investments in real estate, banking, transport, textile, oil, and gas. On 22 May 2023 in Lekki, Nigeria, Dangote commissioned the Dangote refinery. The plant plans to export surplus petrol, turning Africa's biggest oil producer into an export hub for petroleum products. Dangote became Nigeria's first billionaire in 2007.